Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is a profile on Pastor HBrown, who is the pastor of Greater St. John Missionary Baptist Church in Nashville, Tennessee. And of course, Pastor Brown, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you for inviting us.
And to tell you how delighted we are, Reverend Brown, to have you here this morning to give us a profile. We know that Greater St. John Missionary Baptist Church is a very, very old church in Nashville, and we know that you and your congregation have done quite a bit in terms of your facility, and so you've been quite active. And so we thought that this would be the good time to have you to come by and to talk to us about some of the things that you're involved in, and to give us a profile so that the community might better know HBrown, the pastor of Greater St. John Missionary Baptist Church. And so that's within that framework, Reverend Brown. Let's have you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that eventually led you to Nashville, and then we're going to talk about some of the other things that you've been involved in.
Well, thank you, Dr. Haney, for inviting us to come and share with the listening audience this morning. First of all, let me say, when people ask me where I'm from, I tell them I'm from Nashville. I'm homegrown. And so I've been in Nashville all of my life, as apart from the part I was in the military. But I was raised in the North Nashville area in the John Henry Hale housing project. I spent a little time in Preston Taylor homes. So I'm a product of the housing project. Went to school at Head, Washington, Pearl School, graduated from Pearl in 1966. Went into the military and served in the Marine Corps. Went to Vietnam, married. I've been married for 36 years. This coming October, I have 2 children, Reginald and Karen Brown. So I'm a product of Nashville, homegrown. After receiving my call into the ministry in 1971, I attended ABT then, National American Baptist College, but it was American Baptist Theological Seminary back then. I was under the pastorate of Dr. F.M. Spence for 17 years. In 1988, the fourth Sunday in January, the church called me as pastor, and I've been pastoring Greater St. John for the last 15 years.
You know, Reverend Brown, I think that you mentioned your training at American Baptist Theological Seminary. And we know that so many pastors throughout Nashville, well, not throughout Nashville, throughout the world, have received their training there, and that this school played a very, very significant role in the civil rights movement. Let's talk about some of your experiences at American Baptist College. Going there, essentially having known American Baptist College all of your life, living around the institution. Let's talk about your experiences there.
Well, I was went to the Extension Union, which was a night study, because I worked and I was married and worked during the day, and went to school at night. It was a little bit more difficult trying to work and go to school at the same time, than to try to get a biblical education. So it was a challenging, but also a rewarding experience that I had at the school.
Now, that school also played a very, very significant role in the civil rights movement.
Yes. Great deal of great number of men that was going to school there under the leadership of Dr. Kelly Miller Smith and the civil rights movement, First Baptist Capitol Hill. A lot of the students marched from those locations to downtown and had the sit-ins and things. Now, at that time, I was a little bit too young to participate in the sit-ins in the early 60s, but a lot of that work that was done came from the students of ABT.
American Baptist College.
Yes, sir.
And we've had an opportunity on this particular show itself to talk to some of the leadership at American Baptist College. Dr. Bernard Lafayette, as a matter of fact, he was the president at one time of the American Baptist College. Did you ever have an opportunity while you were growing up in Nashville, Reverend Brown, to meet Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, or to be in the presence of Dr. Martin Luther King?
No, when Dr. Martin Luther King was really active in the civil rights movement, I was about 9 or 10 years old at that time. So that was a little bit, personally, I was not allowed to do a lot of the things that the older kids, 18 and 19 years, were able to do. So I never had the opportunity to meet Dr. King.
But all of you did participate, and you did have an opportunity to witness some of the civil activities that went on during this time.
Lord, yes. We growing up in Nashville, you saw a little bit of everything, you know, how we were treated and things at the counters, downtown at the restaurants, and things of that nature, and how the dogs were put on people, how the firemen would turn hoses on people, and things of that nature. Yeah, we witnessed all of that.
And all of this, of course, as we make preparation for our first commercial break, all of this prepared you in a real sense to accept a greater ministry.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes,
and of course, Reverend Brown, let us interrupt here for this. Thank you, and welcome back to the second segment.